Well, hello. Did I do that right?
Yes, you're live.
It's
You're live.
yes. Let me know if I actually are we seeing us working. How's everyone? For me it's 10 a.m. So I'm pretty much awake thanks to Alyce. Um, so to your stream, Alyce, I could wake up, and now I can start writing again. Jackie, do you want to present yourself?
Okay. So my name's Jacqueline Kirk. I'm a fantasy writer, and I am in the process of writing the first draft of a witchy contemporary fantasy.
Oh, awesome. Alyce?
I am Alyce Reads. I make AuthorTube and BookTube content here on YouTube, and I stream Tuesday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern. And I am currently working on a queer sci-fi romance.
Awesome. I'm okay. I'm working on a crime thing with people losing their life because just because the other one are like they're bad people, but yeah, I'm working on that one. But I think that during this stream, I'm going to work in the second working project. There is story about the unholy trinity. There is Lilith, Samael, and one of my main characters is actually a human. I love angels and all these demon things. It's fun. It's fun. Are we? Wait. So I have a question to start.
Okay.
Yes. So, do you have any writing rituals?
I don't really. It's just sitting down to write sometimes, but I have started. Where's my wee thingy? Hold on. I have this candle that I quite like. I just do it online. And when I light it, it lights up. Not just flame, obviously. I don't know, it's a bit bright, you can't really see it.
Pretty.
But that's so cool. I'll be my writing candle, so when that's lit, I'll be writing. I know some people do that, they have, a scented candle or something, or even some people wear, I don't know, I was going to say lucky socks or whatever, but you know what I mean. They'll wear a certain jumper that they can sit down, and that's their writing jumper. So yeah, so I've only just started that. I didn't really have one, but I thought it's that thing trigger to get you into the mindset, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it's the idea of what can you tell your mind you're ready to write. What about you, Alyce?
The only thing that I do like regularly that I know it is a working day, so that for me that would be writing, admin, whatever, is that I have the Spirit City going. So it like counts down. So
Awesome. I usually have time to write between classes. I'm a lecturer, so because I have to switch kind of quickly sometimes, so I can write like for half an hour or 1 hour, etc. I do think like I have my playlist that I use for writing. That I realize now that because I've listened that much, when the playlist start, I know that I have to start writing. It's like okay, I'm absolutely. Um, what is the just the experiment? A Pavlov. I'm a Pavlov dog for that. Like someone give me the treat and I just start reading. Um, and it's good for switching out. I'm. It's hard for me sometimes to sit down and forget everything that is happening, and start writing. And that the rituals help me, especially when I'm having troubles to sit down and write. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I need the playlist. I need to have my drinks and my notebooks and my everything so I can put me in the good mindset to start doing the things. So it's um, uh, that's helpful for me, like the
Mhm.
rituals. Um, so are you guys if we start with half an hour, 30 minutes,
Yeah,
Prince?
that's fine.
I'll be making a
Um,
spreadsheet.
let me let's take this out. Let's add this one.
Oh, I love this vibe.
Mhm.
Yes. So let's go. There I am. Okay. How we did? Hi, Randy.
I beta read 2 chapters and started a spreadsheet.
I got 739 words there.
Oh.
So pleased with that. How about you, Andrea?
Of course, I'm losing everyone.
Oh.
I think you're back.
Can you not hear any of us?
Did I come back? Or not? Oh, I
I
lose
think
We
so.
can hear
myself.
you.
Of course, it's the Wi-Fi. The internet is playing games today. Of course.
I thought mine would be pretty bad today because the weather out there is terrible. The wind is so bad out there.
Yeah, I'm. Hello. Okay. Let me say hello here. Take a hello to you too. We're going to. Sorry. And Randy did 395. Oh, sad chapter. Yeah, that's tough. So I missed what you were, how you were doing this one.
Oh, I beta read 2 chapters and started a spreadsheet.
And I
And
got
you,
about
Nikki?
790 words.
Awesome. It's a lot. I did. I stopped trying to write in the books that I'm working now. So I start writing other things in English, so I can at least put words in the today. And I do have 185 words, and try to not mess with the stream, trying to fix things. What is Jessica?
Yes.
I woke up. Yeah, crocheting is a good. It's a good exercise, so you can start waking up. And you can do it. Absolutely. Finishing chapters, I think it is. Do you have any goals for this weekend? I like the idea to having goals.
You asking us?
Yes?
Okay. Yes, I need to try to get to at least chapter 25 today, and I just finished chapter 20, so I have to write 5 chapters today.
Well, for this weekend, I'd wanted to write a couple of chapters at least. And I did 1 chapter yesterday in the sprint we did with Heather. And I'm hoping to get this one done today. It wasn't a huge goal, but it is for me. So I'm quite excited because, it's going well so far.
I've been following you on the stream, and you have a lot of words in every stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I made sure before I started, I had little points so I know what I'm writing, because otherwise I'll be sitting there just looking off into space most of the time. So I prepared, and I know what I need to write for these 2 chapters. Otherwise, it wouldn't be wouldn't be near that amount. So I prepared myself. I did my homework first.
How would you, Alyce? And the 20, you're in the 22, 20, you want to write the 25,
Yeah.
25th chapter?
Yeah, I want to get to chapter 25 or write 25. And I just finished chapter 20. So basically,
You have plenty of streams
3 or
left.
4 more chapters. Yeah. I have very high goals.
A disaster today, of course. Of course, today is the awful thing. But well, let's hope we can manage. So, I have another question for the second sprint. Where is it? Here. What sparkled your current work in progress?
What sparked my current? I'd always wanted to do. This is a witchy contemporary fantasy, but it also has some Arthurian mythos in it. And I've always loved the King Arthur myth and legend and all that. And I've also wanted to do a witchy book. And I thought, do you know what? I think I'll combine the two. So why not? And so I had been percolating away in the back of the brain while I was doing my cozy fantasy that I've just finished the first draft of. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start writing it. And this was also an experiment where I didn't want to plan it out. I didn't do an outline. I just went ahead and started pantsing it, basically. I have my main points that I need, but I'm pantsing it. So it's been different. I've never written a contemporary fantasy before either, so that's new. And plus the no outline bit is a bit new as well. So yes, it's a nice change, I have to say. So how about you guys?
This is just funny. This is gonna throw you for a loop. So, the current whip that is a queer sci-fi romance actually started as a YA mystery sci-fi thing that I'd started like 3 years ago. And I basically took it and was like, I don't like this. So I tore it up and I kept the world that it was set in and one character and the concept of another character, and then just totally like took off with it.
Well,
That's amazing. It's, you know, you did the work for other things, but you did the work. And it's good to sometimes I think that we have the idea of what we want to write and kind of force a little bit, like, oh, I want to do this, and we realize in the middle that it's not that. Okay, no, doesn't work. Jessica said, I wrote a really quick holiday story, The Lonely Santa. Oh. And once it was done, my brain was like, what if I wrote another story about another holiday entity? And you went with Krampus. I love it. I love it. My current, like the one with the unholy trinity, there's I'm when I travel from the beach to my house in the city, there's this kind of um, kind of valley that you just see a few big trees, usually like going aside because of the wind, like they fold a little bit, and that made me think of giants walking, and it was kind of in the late afternoon, so it was kind of not dark, but a little bit. And then I thought, what is what is calling those giants that you can see on the trees? Uh, and then I went to this girl, why this girl exists, and it's not actually a girl; it's a more or a young woman, and that was okay. She has some kind of power, weird, badly, and she's, you know, probably the daughter of Lilith and Samael and other women. So yeah, I usually take these weird things, like sometimes it's a person, like someone that is interesting, in a good way or in a bad way, and I just go with what is told me. Randy, my whip was inspired by some characters from a show, was obsessed with in 2020, and really just wanted to make a volleyball romance book. Volleyball, that's fun. I like sport romance. I think they are kind of more interesting than regular like office romance. Yeah, probably because I close to of more office romance than sport romance. They're fun. They're absolutely fun. Okay, let's go for our second spring. Are you okay with? I'm going to mute the video because I scare myself with the with a noise that
Yeah, it
have.
kept making a funny noise. This is every now and then, it kind of made it's like when the video, it's like a glitch thing in the video.
Yes, yeah.
You know, the fluttered and then I'd be like, what? What was that?
Yeah.
I know.
And
I
the
kept
glitch
looking up, like, is
scared
it
me.
Tom?
I love the music, but the glitch scared me. So no, I was going without the music because I really was scared. Let's do a
I actually had a
45.
horror timer once, and I had to put a warning on it that there was a jump scare at the end of it, just because I didn't want people to, you know.
Yeah, like that was the
have a
idea of
heart
this
attack or
one.
something.
This one was like a horror thing, like abandoned buildings and that
Yeah.
music. Well, but I think that the glitch was too much. I'm going to edit that because I really was scared. Because when you are focused on that and you listen to the, yeah, no,
Yeah.
we are not going to do this to ourselves today. So let's start our second sprint. If I find the tab where I have there we go. Let's go. beep 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 beep. So no one gets scared this time. How
Do
we do?
math.
I got about 857 words.
Awesome.
I got about 920. Very pleased with
That's
that.
a lot. Amazing. I wrote like 200 more words and I read one short story. After I realized that I just have 1 week left of my holidays, so I now sad and depressed, and I don't. I really love my work. I really like to teach, but you know,
You
I
also enjoy
prefer
the time
being.
off as well.
Yes, I also enjoy being here at the beach, and with nothing to worry about. Where did to here? Good morning. Also, hi. Watching a playthrough of a Lovecraftian horror game at the same general time I was working through religious trauma. Oh, that's a good starting point. Like, absolutely. A good mix also, like Lovecraft and religious. Sarah, hello. Yes, what happened to the firstborn children given to the witch in the woods? Oh, that's a good one. See, I was listening to one of my favorite history podcasts, and there was a question about what historical mystery would you want to solve? And the interviewee said they would want to find or have someone find a contemporary portrait of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII. I guess it's not correct. That's a really good story. Hi, thank you. Um, it's really interesting Anne Boleyn story. I remember the movies. Um, it's Enrico Henry the VIII is it was a curious, not nice guy. We did morning routine and then opened the documents. Good. That's the first step. Open the documents. Awesome. You have your coffee. I have my coffee too. This time I put it in a mug so it not got cold too fast. Jessica, crocheting for the majority of the spring. Then I reread the last few chapters of my work to catch myself up, and then got 154 words. Super. And Randy got 409 words. Good. Progress is progress. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's sometimes I try to work and I can go into the mood of doing the work that I need to do, writing or everything. And yeah, even a little bit, it feels good. So you don't. Hello, sir. So you know that I at least did something of the things that I need to do. So Also, my children woke up, so I was interrupted a few times. And this gentleman, the the younger of the children, the dog, um, come here to ask for petting time. Hey,
Is he
he's
still
such a
looking for
happy.
food?
Of course, he's always looking for food. He has his food. That's their food there, but he
You
prefer.
might have some.
Yeah, but I smarted this time, and I didn't bring food that you like to the table, so you don't start annoying me. No, I think that he just want to be pet. He's a fluffy, big mommy's boy. Okay, enough. No, enough. Okay, no. Do you want to say hello?
I discovered something interesting the other day. This is kind of off topic, but I think you guys,
Please.
since you're readers who didn't, I've been reading T. Kingfisher, and I'm really enjoying her books. So I'd made a spread in my reading journal about the books of hers that I want to read, and then I looked into. I hadn't really looked her up, and it was something about her. She writes for children under Ursula Vernon, and I never really thought I wasn't interested in the children's books, so I never thought much of it, but the name kept bugging me. And then I realised that years ago I used to be on DeviantArt quite a lot. And there was an artist called Ursula Vernon. And she did little hamsters, cute little hamsters and all that, something little saucy pictures of hamsters. And I realised I'd purchased a print of hers. So this is like T. Kingfisher's art under Ursula Vernon. I've got two of these prints. What a strange coincidence. It's just that Ursula, it bugged me for ages, and then it suddenly twigged. Oh, that was an artist I followed in DeviantArt, and I got two of her prints.
That's awesome. And the prints are the art of that she did. It will kind of. Do you see her in their books? Like the type of art? Like
Yes, actually, I do. Because some of it was quite little. I just remember one of her art pieces. It really tickled me. It was a little hamster, and it was like 3 panels, and he was going closer to the abyss. And then, because there's a little sign saying the abyss, and it got to the edge, and then this voice comes up from the abyss, goes, "We have cookies." And I just thought it was so funny. But yeah, it's now that I know who that is, you're like, yeah, you can see that art in our writing as well. So yeah, it was quite funny. But yeah, it was an amazing coincidence, I thought.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think that I ask you because I know of a few artists that are, I don't know, singers or painters,
Mm-hmm.
and then you realize they also do other things, and you kind of see, I don't know how to explain, the same kind of art in their work, even if it's different media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely say there's definitely a little bit of similarity between our drawings and our writing. And I imagine I would think especially in our children's books, but I've not read them.
Yeah, imagine in the children books, maybe they also
Mm-hmm.
draw a little, and I was thinking on oh, because related to the question about what sparkled the my work in progress is that I also start writing a lot last semester, um, because we create a kind of a writing group on the college that I work. Um, one of my good colleagues and friends was like, "Why don't you do this writing group? Like you always talking about writing, and that you miss kind of the community writers, like let's do it, let's create that. And actually we create this with the students and teachers. Is there's 6 of us at this point, like there's me and another teacher and 4 students, and has been really good to be able to share the work of everyone and keep giving feedback, like kind of week to week, um, and in a really measured way. It's not like, oh, you should have, you know, aliens in your romantasy, but in the sense of, look, this told me this emotion. I understand this thing, or I didn't understand that. And I think that the I did more work the last semester because of that, because I have also the fixed time to sit down. I knew that every Thursday we sit down and write, or talk about writing, and
Mhm.
also discuss our work in progress. I don't know if you have kind of uh, how you do you have any kind of community of writers where you are, and other than here in the in YouTube, but you have that kind of spaces?
There was a little group. They were in the next town over, and it was writers. What was it? Was I think the little bookshop was called the Wonky Shelf or something. And I found they had a Facebook group as well, but everybody just gets that busy, you know. And I think the owner, like the person that had the group, became ill for a while. I don't know what it was. So it all just kind of fell away. But I would certainly like a writing group, not specifically one, you know, where you sort of look at each other's work, but just to sit and talk and write
Mm.
together, that sort of thing. That's the kind of, but not really. We did have a little bit. I think I joined too late because it all just kind of fell apart. You're like, okay. But no, nothing nearby. I would like to, but I don't know if anybody would be interested.
It's hard to find writers group. I usually find book clubs, like
Yeah.
let's go to read a lot, but for writing, it's hello.
Mm.
What about you, Alice? Do you have any kind of?
No, we don't have, like, I don't know. I'm like heavily introverted, so I don't like, people face to face kind of thing. I know that's hard to believe, but yeah, that's just how it is. And so I'm cool with my discords and writing streams stuff.
and, and online things? Well, yeah, I missed. I needed a little bit of face to face. Like I like the online working and everything, but sometimes I miss the be able to be with someone, to actually see them, and talk more freely. Um, I I think that the reason why this group works is because, one, I'm heavily involved. It's not like, okay, we need to write. Do you have your things, and let's do it and everything. And also because it's the few of us. It's just 6, and we know each other more. Um, we feel more comfortable because even there are students. There's a 20 something years old and 30 and me and 46. But because we are just a few of us, it's more comfortable. Like we know each other. We can, open up about what we are writing and where that came from. Um, Actually, the first idea was to have hour and a half of meetings, and we ended up being there like 5 hours every Thursday. Like, yes, writing, yes, talking about our work, and then just talking about writing and trying to fix or things or brainstorming ideas of what we are looking to also to kind of learn from each other. I have a local writing group that was original from Fornano, but their meetup times never work with my schedule. Yeah, that's the hard part. Like have the time to actually meet with everyone. Um, and in here, uh, I guess a lot of these groups are after work, after the regular hours of an office hour. But for example, I have myself and there's a student that study at night. There because it's for people who have to go to work and then go to college, like at night. So we start like um, doing more hours of writing group because of that. Because so everyone can join in a few moments. There's three of us that usually be there like 5 hours, but then we can stay for the others that can come earlier or can come later. But it's been a really good environment to be able to write when you have a full-time job and you don't have the space, the freedom to do other things and do other things outside the job where you are. So that has been a good exercise. So, and well, this related what you're talking, Jackie, about. What do you read while you write? When you are working on a project, or writing project? Like, do you read the same genre or different genre or?
I
what?
try not to read the same genre. It's hard because everything I read just about is fantasy, but this is a contemporary fantasy. So I'm reading, I think I said Brandon Sanders's Stormlight Archive. So it's, an epic fantasy. So I try not to do anything too similar, not read anything too similar to what I'm writing, because I don't want that influence, even if it's like unconscious that you do something. I know a lot of people that it doesn't matter, but I try to avoid that just to make sure I don't do anything. I'm not influenced by anything that I'm reading, and it all of a sudden creeps into my writing when I didn't mean it to.
Yeah.
Basically the same way. I try to not read the genre that I'm writing, but I read almost everything, so it doesn't.
Not always work.
It just, if it
Yeah,
happens,
usually.
it happens.
Yeah, I tried not to read in the same. I usually don't read the same genre that I'm writing because I also kind of read fantasy and I don't actually write fantasy. My imagination is not that good. My creativities have their limits. So no dragons for me. Spirits, demons, that kind of thing, but dragons I can. Um, um, and I usually am obsessed with one subject. Like true crime is my cup of tea always. Um, but yeah, I try not because I got influence. Like I think that I'm aware enough where I'm kind of copying things, not copying, but um, I think because at the beginning it happens to me a lot. Like I started writing a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. So the beginning was like, okay, that's the movie that I saw 2 days ago, um, and I start like changing kind of faster and trying to understand also how there is was not copying. Sometimes it was just inspiration of some things or how to solve some problems. Um, Sometimes even another general book can help me to understand what is wrong with my thing. Like, oh, they solved this problem this way. Like this relationship didn't wasn't going anywhere, so they did that. Okay, I can understand how to fix things sometimes, but I like to consume different type of content. Although I'm really good at obsessed with one type of things. So I'm always reading. Right now I'm finishing about 1.5 books a day. Wow. I just finished book 34. Oh my god. Ah, okay. Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, that's a lot. 34 books in 53 days. That's
It's a lot
yeah.
of books.
That's a lot of books. Yes, it's like 1.5 day. Uh, yes, 1.5 days. But that's a lot. Like really. Here, I just read whatever books I want to read, no matter what project I'm working on. With the exception of right now, I'm writing in present tense, so I'm trying to read books only in present. Fair. Um, I read romance mainly and grade it too, so I like to read between writing sessions to refill the creative well. So yeah, so you write romance and read romance. You have a lot of where to find things in the web. Non-fiction. And you also read, yes. I think that is interesting to what can what I can for me is what can I learn with the things that I read. Yeah, variety is the thing.
Say more.
Okay, yeah, I think it is good to have that. So let's go for our last 30 minutes sprint. This is the last one, yeah? Yes, I think. Okay, let's start this and see you in a little. Pip, 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 pip. Se acabó el tiempo. Time's over.
Oof.
How everyone did.
782 words.
You did like 2,500 this spring,
Yeah.
right?
Which is pretty much nearly at the end of this chapter. I've just have a little bit to go because usually my chapters try getting like 2,500 to 3,000. So yeah, almost done, and I've reached my goal for the weekend. So anything extra,
Yay!
bonus.
Awesome. Alyce?
I got lunch, technically, and I think about 200, 300 words. I didn't really count.
Good. I read another short story of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and I've been reading a few poems that I of a good friend. Um, I never liked poetry. I didn't kind of understood what's the poetry, but I started reading this book of a good friend, and yeah, now I get it. Now I understand a little bit more. Shannon. Oh no. House in done. Amazing. Okay, here, working on some videos. And we have a drafting chapter here. Awesome. Now wait. Okay, sorry. People is awake in this house already. So, yeah, that's a little bit harder now. But we did it. We did half an hour and 45 minutes total, right? Yes, my math is correct. Awesome. I think that we made our time writing, I think. Um, so, what is left for you? David, you finished your quota for this weekend?
I have. Yep, just about it. So like I say, I mean, I'll continue some other sprints. So anything else is a bonus. But I do need to, because I think, like I said before we went live, I'm getting a new bathroom tomorrow, so I need to make sure everything's cleared out. So I'll do a bit of that. I'll have some dinner, do a bit more writing, maybe a bit of reading, and then I'll go to bed. Because I'm up early. I get up at 5, so.
Oh yes, because it's afternoon for you. It's like
Yes, it's
5,
25 to 4 in the
6:30.
afternoon.
Yeah.
3:35 in the
Oh
afternoon.
yes, your day is ending
Yes.
already. And it's Sunday, so it's fair to end to have a few hours of nothing to do. I'm almost at lunchtime. It's 35 minutes past noon, so I have a few hours left for today at least. And Alyce is morning for you, right? It's 10:30 for you.
Yeah, it's about 10 something, I think. It's about to turn 11.
You have more streams today?
Yes, I will be with Shannon SD Houston at 12 Eastern. Because I think there's a break in between your stream and her stream.
Oh. Okay, so you have time. You don't need to rush now for Sharon. Yeah, this is the third one. It was the first. Today was the first yours. Then you come here, and now you have the Shannon. That's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, it's fun to do these streams. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. 7:30. Yeah,
Indeed, 7:30.
awesome. You have all Sunday. It's Sunday for you, right? Yes, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's Sunday. So we have a little more time. So, I think that I'm going to. Yes, you're still on Sunday. Yeah, perfect. You have your complete day. Yes, I think that I'm going to. I want to read at least one other short story. Um, I like the how Garcia Marquez. Well, the magical realism that your grandma tales, it's actually true, so you can kind of live with that kind of magic in your everyday life, and things are beautiful and terrible at the same time. And I like how he does that, in between the our world and the kind of more magical world.
Mhm.
The way he treats the magical realism, I love that. It's mostly really soft, no, not too much. And sorry. So I think that I'm going to let you go, ladies. So you can finish your days and go to lunch. The ones who need to lunch, and go for dinner. The ones who need to go to dinner. I have to go and prepare lunch for my kiddos that are looking at me with, "Why are you still there? You are not here with us." So, do you want to? Oh, sorry. Um, Tell us about yourself before we go.
Sorry, something here's a bit. So I'm Jacqueline Kirk. I have a YouTube channel here where I do um, just writing vlogs. I have some with my writer's bullet journal. I've started doing my reading journal there as well. And yeah, you can follow my socials and all that. And I have a website too, which is down below, I think. So there we go. That's it. I never know what to say now.
I mean, my goal is one day is be like Shannon. The intros and outros of Shannon are amazing. She's everything. I can like. I'm like, hey, bye, Alyce.
Right. So my name is Alyce Reads. I do AuthorTube and BookTube content here on the YouTubes, and I stream Tuesdays through Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern. And oh, I have a video coming out at 2 o'clock on my channel. It is a very late January TBR wrap up.
Fair. It's okay. It's just we're still in February, so you're okay. So I'm Andrea. Actually, all the links is supposed to be in the description. So you can follow these ladies that make content. I don't do content. I just come here and talk a little bit and try to write a lot. Shannon, you are the master of intros and outros. I never know what to say. So have a great rest of the weekend relate, guys. I hope your work in progress have a lot of progress for this weekend. And see you in the next. Shannon is the next stream. So we have
It's a break stream next.
we have a break stream, yes, and then
So it's Sam that's doing that
we-
one.
Is it Sam? I
Sam.
thought it was. Oh yeah, Jess probably had to work.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So let's go to a break and let's keep reading. Bye.
Bye.